Hello guys, welcome back to another part of Java application development tutorial. So in the previous part we just finished the design pattern of that calculator, Java calculator. So from this part onwards we are going to entering into the coding segment of this application development. So the first task is to whenever user click any of these button, the label corresponding to that button is appear on the display of this calculator. So for doing that, just click the button, any of these button, and choose the events and select the action option, and here is the action performed method. You can see that here this method is the public void one action performed is the method corresponding to the action of that button. So here we need to first check out if there is anything present, that means any numbers present on the display. If a number is present on the display, then we have to add 1 at the end of that string available on the display. So first we need to check if there is that means if display is empty or not. So the variable corresponding to display is display dot get text not equal to null, that means some values are present there. So in that case we have to just append the value 1 at the end of the string that currently present on display of the calculator. So in this case we just assign display dot set text. First we have to access the value now currently available on the display dot get text is convert into string plus add 1 at the end of it. Okay, cannot find symbol display reset display display. Okay, where is it? Sorry, it is not a method, so we don't need that brackets. Okay, otherwise we just assign 1 to the display dot set text 1. Okay, we have to do it for all other button also. So here is the action performed for button 1, here is the action performed for 2 action. That means this is the method for the action corresponding to button 2. I place the same code again here. Instead of 1 I replace it with 2 and save it. Now we have to check it out on this file. Okay, now the calculator appear 1 1 2 2. Okay, now we have to do these things for all the buttons present on this calculator. Okay, I just place the same code segment for the all the button code on the action method of all the buttons available on this calculator, number button available on this calculator. So we have to check it out now. I just run it. Here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0, all are working fine. Okay, okay, now the next thing we need to do is to whenever user enter a value on the display, enter a number on the display and select any of these operator, and whenever user select any of these operator, that value, that means the display available on the screen on the display of that calculator must be reset, and we have to store that number into any variable on the code. So the next thing we need to do is to declare some variables. So here I just declare three variables, first number, second number and result. And in the case of division operation we got some fraction values. So for that case I just declare a float value here. Okay, so when user enters some values here, and just after entering some values, just press this button, any of these operators. So we have to do it for the plus operator now. So select the events, action performed. So here is the add action performed. So if the user click the add button, we have to just save the first number into the variable called the first number. We have to change it into integer. So we use the val integer dot parseInt display dot get text. Okay, we just get the value from value enter into the display of calculator into variable first number. Now we have to just clear out the screen of calculator. So display dot set text. I just clear out the screen using a blank string variable string value. Okay, we have to check it out now. So run the file. So I enter the first number 12 and click plus. Now you can see that that value is actually loaded into the variable called the first name, first number, and the screen is actually cleared. Okay, now if user enter the first number and click any of this operator, after clicking this operator, he enter the second number and click the equal button. So the next thing we have to do is on the equal button. So just choose that option and choose the action performed action method for equal button. Here is the action performed for equal method. So second number is equal to we have to convert it into integer dot parseInt display dot get text. Okay, we just got the value of second number. So we need another variable here. I just declare a string variable here, string operation. I just declare either variable here, string operation. So whenever user click the plus button, we have to assign some value for the string called operation operation is equal to, I assign it as addition. Okay, now select the action listener for the equal button, action performed. So we have to check it is an addition operation if operation dot equals addition result is equal to first number plus second number. Now we got the result on this variable result. Now we have to assign this result into the string. You can see that actually result is a string integer value. Now we have to convert it into a string for assigning it on the display. So here I create a temporary variable string temp is equal to integer dot to string that integer value result. We just convert that result, it's an integer, into a string value here. Now we just assign this value for the on the this value on the display dot set text, assign it on the display. Okay, now we just finished the coding for the addition operation, so we can check it now. Run that file. Okay, 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. Now the addition working fine, so we have to do these things for all other buttons. So now we will go for the second button, second operation called subtraction. So I just copy this code segment, copy it, and for the second operator equals minus. So here is the action performed for subtraction. Paste that code. Instead of addition, I just use sub. So now go to the action performed for equal operator. Okay, I just copy it and paste it here. If it is a subtraction, then the string is sub. In that case, perform the subtraction. Now check it out now. Okay, 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. Okay, now for the button into button, copy it and paste it here. Now convert it into division, sorry, it is multiplication. Okay, now again go to the equal operator, action performed for the equal button. If it is multiplication, now we do the multiplication here. Okay, now you can check it out. 12 into 2 is equal to 24. Okay, now for the division operation, copy this code and place it on division, action performed for the division button. I change it as div. Again go to the equal operator, action performed for the equal button, and if the string is division, we just use this, just perform the division operation here. So instead of result, maybe it's a fraction value, we use that variable, that float variable called div result, and here we need a casting. Okay, now we just assign that instead of result we use this variable div result. Okay, now we can check it out. Now there is an integer value, so it's a floating value. Now we need to convert that float value into string. So here it is an integer. Now the div result is a float value, so we use this wrapper type float here. Okay, Now we complete all the arithmetic operations for this calculator, so we can check it out now. 12 divided by 4 equal to 3.0. Okay, now all the basic functions for the calculator is working fine. Now we need to perform some other operations, that means some advanced operations like square root and fraction addition, plus or minus, etc. So that are discussed in the coming up part of this tutorial. Okay, we need to one more thing to do in this operation called, we need a clear button here. So on the clear button we have to reset all the variables, and first we need to clear the display dot set text. First I just clear the display, so now I have to clear the first number. Now I have to clear the second number. Now I have to clear the result. Now that variable called a div result is equal to 0. Okay, now that flag, that means operation, is equal to null. I just clear all the variables available on this operation on the clear button. So 12 clear, 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. Okay, now you can see all the buttons and all the functionalities available on the calculator is now working fine. And in the coming up part of this tutorial we add some additional functionalities like square root and some other calculator functions. Okay guys, please subscribe my channel now for getting more video updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next part of this tutorial.